Good morning, middle school students at Cedarwood. Hi, snappers. Well, first of all, I really miss seeing all of you at school in the library. And I was excited when I found this activity online because I think that you will really like doing it. Of course, April is National Poetry Month, and so in the library, we usually do some kind of poetry writing. And so this is a totally different kind of poetry writing than I've seen before. And it's called heart mapping. And so we're gonna write a poem, and it's a poem about what's in your heart. And everybody's is gonna look different because we all have different things in our heart. And so I want you to get some plain white paper before we start. Plain white paper is going to work best. You're going to need a pencil or a pen if you think that you're not going to need to erase. And you're going to need some coloring pencils if you have them, or highlighters or markers, light colors though. So those are the things you're going to need to do this exercise. And I'm going to tell you step by step what to do. And if I get ahead of you or if I go too fast, just pause the video and catch up with me, and then turn it back on and keep on going, because you might need a little bit of time to do everything I'm asking you to do. But this is not hard. It's something fun, and I think you're going to like it. So we are going to write a poem. The name of it is going to be My Heart. So if you want to write that at the top of your page, My Heart, and I wrote by Mrs. Vannekamp, and you can write by and your name. And under that, where you wrote My Heart, you're going to draw a big heart taking up most of the page. And so at least this big, but I made mine even bigger. I made it come all the way up because my writing is big, and you're going to need a lot of room to write in here. So make your heart kind of big, take up most of the page to draw your heart. It doesn't have to be perfect. So while you're drawing your heart, I'll show you, I kind of like to see what the end product is going to be before I get started. So I'm going to show you what a student did. And this is what it's going to look like when you're done. This is this student's heart. They have written all kinds of things on it that are important to them. And then they have made lines around it so that they're all in their own shape. And they've used colored pencils to color the different things. And they even put a key at the bottom, which we're going to do too. There are 4 categories of things that we're going to be putting in our heart map. And I'm going to tell you what those are one at a time and let you write those inside your heart. So first of all, I'm going to try to show you step by step. This is my heart that I did. This is, you're going to write these things as I give you the categories. And just so you know, though, I wrote things around the edges. I wrote things in the middle. I wrote things on the side. However you want to do it. This is an individual thing that you can be as creative as you want as you do your heart. So the first category we're going to do is special people. So I want you to think about who the special people are in your life, and I want you to write them on your heart somewhere. Now, I put my family in the middle because that's the center of my heart. That's the most important thing to me, is my family. So I put my family, and I named the 3 people in my immediate family. You can just write family, or you can put their names. That's up to you. And then other people in your life might be friends or other relatives, or teachers, or I put children because I like children, so I wrote that down. So write down the people who are important to you. If you're not finished with that part, you can turn this off and turn it back on when you're done. And I'm going to go on to the second category, which is important places. So you're going to write some places on your heart, and I would scatter them all around so that your colors are going to be scattered around and not one color all in one area. So write down on different places of your heart, important places. And I'll just give you some ideas. It could be your home. It could be Mandeville. It could be your state of Louisiana. It could be where you were born, places you went on vacation, special memories you have of certain places. It could be school. So as many places that you have that are important to you are in your heart, write them down, scattered around on your heart. The next category is favorite activities. So think about your favorite activities, the things that you most like to do. So of course I put reading, that was my first one, I put reading, but then I also put shopping and doing crossword puzzles, swimming, walking, whatever you like to do, your favorite activities. It could be sports, it could be just anything. What do you like to do? Video games, whatever. Write those scattered around your heart, your favorite activities. And then the last category of things you're going to write on your heart is things that you love. So I put my dogs because I love my dogs. I put chocolate. I love to eat chocolate. So whatever you love, things that you love, write those all around your heart. So your heart should be pretty full by now with those 4 categories. So I'm thinking it's looking pretty full. So this is what, at this step, this is what my heart looked like. All right? So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to put lines or shapes on our heart, because each thing that you wrote needs to be in its own shape because you're going to color it in the next step. So I used a ruler and I started in the middle with a square around my family, and then I kind of went out from there. I put a couple of curved lines, but most of mine are straight lines. It's up to you. You can do zigzags, you can do circles, you can do any shape you want. And put those, you can do polka dots or dashes or just make it your own and make a little separate shape for each thing that you wrote. So if you need to pause the video and then turn it back on when you're through with that, go ahead and do that. Then the next thing, the next thing we're going to do is color all of those shapes. So whatever you have decided to use is fine. I used colored pencils and I picked out 4 kind of light colors. And it helps to make a key at the bottom. Our student made a key on their heart and I made a key on my heart. And I drew little squares and wrote the categories. So I put blue for special people. You can do whatever color you want. I just wouldn't do dark because then you're gonna, if you color over the words, you won't be able to read your words very well. So blue for special people, yellow for important places, green for favorite activities, and pink for things I love. Those are the colors that I used. So again, you choose your own colors. And now it's time to color all those shapes on your heart. And this might take a few minutes, so you might want to turn it off and then turn it back on And so I'll show you my finished heart. You got a glimpse of it already, but this is my finished heart, My Heart by Mrs. Vannekamp. And I have all the many things that are important to me and that are in my heart. So if you or somebody else looked at this, you would know a lot about me, wouldn't you? You would know a whole lot about me and what's important to me and what I enjoy and what I like. So I hope that you like your heart, and I hope I get a chance to see your heart one day. So I'm going to say goodbye and let you finish coloring your heart. And I hope you enjoyed this activity today of writing a form of poetry. So boys and girls, I hope everybody has or had a happy Easter weekend. And I hope that we all get back together very soon. So have a wonderful day. I miss all of you, and I'll see you back at school. Bye-bye.